Mode.
Ramo Rajamanis Sada Vijayate Ramam Ramesham Bhaje Ramena Nishachar Chamu Ramaya Tasmai Namaha Raman Nasti Parayanam Parataram Ramasya Dasosmyaham Rame Chittalayas Sada Bhautame Bho Rama Mahamudhara Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane Sri Rama Nama Varanana Onnam iti Atha Sri Maheshwara Sutrani Ayun Rulrak A Ong Ayauch Ayavarat Lan Nyamanga Nanam Jabain Gardadash Jabagardadash Kapa Chacha Chacha Tavu Kapai Shashasar Hal iti Maheshwara Sutrani. So last time we were looking at the homework, I think towards the end of the class, we looked at, I think number 8, make those children stop or desist from their play. Looking at that. So I think we already finished that one, was the Ani Avastha. Of course, here the Hetuho is Tvam. I mean, it could be Bhavan also, but let's keep it as Tvam. And but before the thumb in the Ani Avastha, we will have the children desist from their play. So if you take that sentence, so you can say balakaha, thar balaha, or shishavaha, different kind of words can be used. So desist from. So play can take as kridanam. So kridanat, and then we say viramanti. So that was the Ani Avastha. Did we put it last time? Okay. So the Ani Avastha, we can inaugurate a document and make it like that, is Balakaha Kridanat Viramanti. And we're talking about how we get the Panchami Vibhakti from Kridanat. Because the top level sutram for Panchami is the Dhruvamapaye Apadanam. We don't have a separation over here. Even though in English it looks from, but so Ani Avastha will be like this. It will be Balakaha, make it Kridanat. I'm not doing sandhis in all of these cases. So Kridanat, Viramanti. Couple of issues we were talking about last time is that how did we get the Parasmay Padam here after Viramanti? Second thing is how do we get the Panchami after Kridanat? Okay, let's go to those two things for a second. Let me see, where is my Ashtadhyayi? Okay. Okay. Let me start the Ashtadhyayi. So that sutram, which is the has a Vartikam on that, which says that when you have this Dhatu Virama, then also we can use we get the Apadana Sanya from which someone is desisting. So this section on Karake, this Karake section starts from 1423. And Anantaram Sutram, immediately next Sutram is Druvamapaya Apadana. So 1424. And there, if you go to the Vyakhyanam, let me see if I can find the Vyakhyanam for that. Okay, give me 1 second. No. Okay, here it is. Okay, let me go to 1424 and see if we can look at the Vyakhyanam 14. This is all now. This is on the way, by the way, on the avg-sanskrit website.org. So you can have this. You can also all these searchable things save us a lot of time. We can completely jump to the Vyakhyanam. So here, in these files, I think the Kashika Vritti has some typos, but the Laghu Vritti looks to be clean in most places, So, but here's a Vyakhyanam, here's a Vartikam on this sutram. It says, Jugupsa Virama, this Virama, Pramadarthanam Upasankhyanam. So when you have from which you desist, that also will take the Panchami. So let's put this Vartikam on here. So Jugupsa Virama Pramadarthanam Upasankhyanam Adharmat Jugupsate Adharmat Viramati. So okay. So we'll put this Vyak. So this is what we need to get the Panchami from the Kridanat. So we'll put like this, so the Vartikam on 1/4/24, which says Jugupsa Virama Pramadarthanam Upasankyanam. So that is the reason, that's how we got the Apadana Sanya, and then for the Kridana. And after that, Apadane Panchami. So that will be in 2.3. These are the two places we go to, right? Is to do the Vibhakti Vidhanam. We have to first get the Karaka Sanya from 1.4, then go to get the Vibhakti from 2.3. Of course, there are cases when you can go directly to 2.3 directly. In that case, it's called the Upapada Vibhakti. So in 2.3, we'll look for this sutram. It will be probably around Titiya Panchami Pang Paribhi. Somewhere there will be Apadane Panchami. So 2.3.28, Apadane Panchami, 2.3.28. So then, and then 2.3.28 will give the gives Panchami Vibhakti. Panchami. Okay. In Kridanat. Okay. The second time we take off. Yes.
Satish ji, just what is the Upasankyanam seems to be a technical term. What does it exactly mean?
It should be included.
Okay. Thank you.
Where do we include? If actually what you can do is you can go to the update and see if you can look at the word Upasankyanam. I think if it might be there, let's try. Let's see if we can look, because all these resources we have now. So we can say Upa. We might be using the Anuswara there and not the the Kakra and the Panchama Varna. So Anusankhya, if you take Upasankhya. No, let's try this. Let's see what we get. A term used reference to Pani's additions. This is Patanjali's additions to Vartikas. Okay. So Upasankhya, to make an addition, inclusion. Upasankhya is to include. That's what it is. Let me try something else. Let me see if I can word the word. Upasankhya, if I can use maybe. Upasankhya. Because sometimes he might give the word Upasankhya. Okay, he didn't give that. All right. Anyway, that's what it means to include. Okay, so let's go back to the document, and we're talking about how did Viramanti take the Parasyapadam ending. Because Dhatu Ram in Dhatu Pata is Rame Ramate. Nateshu Ramate Buddhaha. Right? So one of the favorite shlokas in Gita says that Ye Sansashaja Bhoga Dukkha Yona Ja Evate Adyantavantah Kaunteya Nateshu Ramate Buddhaha. Nateshu Ramate Buddhaha. So Gita says Ramate is one more is in 18th chapter. Abhyasad Ramate Yatra. Again Ramate comes in Gita, chapter 18, and I think in Yanateshu Ramate Buddhaha, chapter 5 it comes. So it's Apanipadi Dhatu, Yatro Paramate is another one. But here Upasarga, if Upasarga comes, you'll be careful because they can change the padam. So let's go to the Ashtadhyayi and see where we have the 1.3 is the Pada, which talks about the Atmanipada Parasyapada Vyavastha. So 1.3, it all starts from 1.3.12, which says Anudatta Nyata Atmanipadam. And so these are all the Atmanipada, Vidhanam. And then in the middle you have some Upayapadis, and then in the end we say this is the which talks about the Sheshat Kartari Parasyapadam. The Parasyapadam is over here. Now here you will find the sutram which says that here it is. Vyang Paribhyo Ramaha. Vyang Paribhyo Ramaha. So Vi, Ang and Pari. When you have these, then you have to use Parasyapadam again. So 1383 is the sutram for that. 1383. We'll put that over here. So 1383. Yeah, this section has to be kept for reference at all times. This section in 1.3.12, because in the beginning, because every dhatu by default will take only prasyapada endings, only unless something else is specified to take apnapada endings. So dhatu, the main sutram is 1.3.12, 1.3.13, which says that any dhatu which has anudatta it letter, it swara on the it letter, on the it vowel, I should say, and also which has that ka varga panchama as an it, they will take prasyapada atmanipada endings. So, and then 13 says bhava karmanoho, which means anything in the passive. Anything in the passive will also take the atmanipada ending. So that's where we start from. So if there is no it letter, it's not in the passive, then every dhatu in kartari will take only prasyapada endings. So it goes on, and then in the middle there is some the different dhatus are given with different kinds of endings, and then there's also a let me find the sutra number for you. It says and the sutra we're using this time is of course this one, the 1374 nichascha. So nichascha, what we're using, that gives us both kinds of endings. And from here, this 1372, Swarita Nyataha Kartrabhipraye Kriyaphale. This is the main sutram to make the Ubhaypadis. When you have the Swarita swara on the it letter of the dhatu, on the it vowel, I should say, and also the cha varga panchama, that makes it like Ubhayapadi. So that is that one. And within which Nishascha we are using in this lesson. And then from 1378, Sheshat Kartari Parasnipadam. Everything else is Parasnipadam. And then below that we saw this dhatu which was Atmanipadam in dhatu partha, because it probably has an it letter. Actually, there's also a nice dhatu partha file, by the way. I don't know if any of you are using these resources, but there's also an index of dhatu partha over here. If you look at the dhatu ram, ram, it will have the ram, let's see, okay, yama, rama, here is ram, ramo kridayam. So this is ramo kridayam, which is the apnipadi dhatu in dhatu partha. But this particular sutram is going to force the parasnipadam when vi, ang or pari are there. So vi, ang, pari. So 1383 we get the parasnipadam. I put that over there. That was the ani avastha. Now when the niche comes in, then the question, of course, we have to go through a checklist and see what happens to this balakaha. Of course, in this case, because by the way, there was a typo in last time's file. I think in every place, unfortunately, for that sutram, which is karmani dvitiya, I was putting 238. It should be 232. So a number of places in the last class, I by mistake pramarat ashtamam sutram iti likitam maya vastutaha dvitiyam sutram vartate. Second sutram, which is karmani dvitiya, 132. So in the last class's file, I put 23. 238 I put by mistake. It should be 232. So now here let's look at this is a so viramanti. This is akarmaka prayoga. So there is akarmaka dhatu. So that we can happily use 1452. So that's our first place to go to see what happens to the anikarta. And it says gati buddhi pratyavasanartha shabda karma karmakanam anikarta. So that's going to make the balaka is going to take get the karma sanya, and then 232 karmani dvitiya. So that's 1452, 232. And while we're doing that, we also let's check off the 1386 to 88, and there we have the anava karmaka chittavat kartrakat. Anava karmaka chittavat kartrakat. Any new sutram you have, please repeat 5 times at least. So they should stick in your head. If anything is worth repeating in this shastram, it is sutram. You have to get a sutram in your head in any which way. Yena kena prakarena buddhaus stapitavyam sutram. Yena chirasthayischat. It will stay there for a long time. So repeat these sutras many times Anavakarmaka chittavat kartrakat. Anavakarmaka chittavat kartrakat. Okay, so that's it says it is akarmaka dhatu chittavat kartru. Clearly balaka chittavat, a sentient doer. In that case you have to use parasyapadam only. Okay. The fact that virama had became parasyapadam when it was in the ani avastha, it doesn't matter now. Because here the denominating sutram here is that the one sutram which dominates is the nichascha. That converts everything. You can use both endings. Okay. So, but here this one is forcing parasyapadams 1388. So let's finish off this example finally. So I think we did so Balakan. So 1452. And I'll put the correct number this time, 232, I'm sorry. It's still in my mind, 238. 232, Karmani Dithiya. And then the Kridanat, we already did that before also. And then Viramaya, because Dhatu Rami is formed, Rami. So Viramaya is the Lot Lakara, Madhya Purushasya, Ekavachanam Rupam. So Viramaya, so 1388 because Anavakarmaka chittavat kartrakat. Anavakarmaka chittavat kartrakat. So Karthik, why don't we become Ramaya?
Mitam Hraswaha?
Mitam Hraswaha. Mitam, did we do it last time?
I think we did, yeah, I think we did. Yeah.
Because what's going to happen when you take Ram plus Nich? First you're going to get, of course, Chutu Halantyam, Anubandha Lope, Ikara Avashishyate, Tat Paschat Atopadhayaha, iti Upadhakarasya, Upadhabhutasya Vriddhiradeshaha, Rami. But Tat Paschat Mitam Hraswaha, Yatha Kartikenoktam Mitam Hraswaha. So 6492. Unfortunately, 6492 is a difficult sutram. Sutram itself is easy. It doesn't tell you which dhatu has mu as an it. You have to go to the Vvadigana and the Ghatadayo Mitaha. Ghatadayo is kind of sutram. So from dhatu Ghat up to dhatu Phan, I think. So please mark these dhatus. From Ghat up to, so if you look at dhatu partha, if all of you have this, I think this book is worth getting. Please buy it and keep it. This is the Madhaviya Dhatu Vritti, which is edited by this Vijayapal Vidyavaradhi. Extremely good book. It has very few typos. It is a book to keep for life and also pass on to next generations. So these books we should buy and keep because this language is not going to change. I think in our lifetime for the foreseeable future that we can see. So these books are really treasure houses, Should buy and keep them. Of course, we have a lot of things online nowadays, but also good to keep these books. So please buy this book if you haven't already. Also, we have to encourage the publishers to publish these books, and the scholars who are doing it still. These people are very rare in the world today. These people like the Vijayapal Vidyavaradhi is very, very rare. Vidyavaradhi. So I think Vidyavaradhi means PhD. I think it's not his surname. It means PhD. Vidyavaradhi. Varadhi is an ocean of knowledge. Okay, so we are on page 238. So please mark this dhatu, Ghata. And this is the most important thing in this sutra, Mitam Hraswaha. Remember this Gana Sutram, which is Ghatadayo Mitaha. So it starts from page 238, and I think it ends with the dhatu Phan. It is on page 252, and that is up to there. I think he will say that Ghatadayaha Phananantaha Mitaha. So they are the mit dhatus. And within that, there are also some Gana Sutram which are interesting. And the very first Gana Sutram, I think here is the Jani. It starts with Jani, Dhatu Jan, etc. And the Amantaha Mitaha. The Dhatu ending in is also considered a myth. So Asatoma Sadgamaya, right? So page 251. So has the Gana Sutram Ghatadayo Mitaha. So it comes after Dhatu Swan, Ghatadayo Mitaha, and then Jani Jirush Krinasu Ranjomantascha. So that's how we get this Dhatu Ram ending in it becomes myth, and so Tat Paschat Mitam Rasvati Sutrena Rasvadesha, go back to Rami. So that's how we got the form. The Viramaya is easy. Once you get Rami, you put the lot and then put the pratyaya sip. I think we've seen this many times already. Make it sip, then you get the pratyaya, the shap. Then, of course, you do the sarvattuka ardha dhatuka yoho gunaha and ichvayava yavaha. So we get ra, ma, ya, sip, and then serya picha and ato he he. Serya picha ato he he. Serya picha ato he he. As we've said a few times, that the moment you get the moment you use 3478 tipta G, immediately scan the remaining of 3.4, depending on the lakara that you're using, lakara sambandhi adeshaha. So if you have anything, always check the remaining of 3.4. You find a sutram serya picha, because the sip becomes he in lakara lot, so lotaha, serya picha, 3487, and so immediately make it he. Don't leave this 3478 unless you've finished all these operations, if any, that you apply in your case, in the rest of 3.4. So serya picha, and then after that we have to go to the angasya rikaraha. So let me go back to that sutram. 3487, serya picha, 3487, and then we go to 64. I think it's around 101. Ato he he, 105. Ato he he. So if the angam ends in short akara, then the he takes lopaha. Ato he he. So 3487, 64, 105. So that's in the 3487, 64. So you have to practice these forms so they stick in your head. So serya picha ato he he. So balakan tiranad will become jalam. When you do the sandhi, it becomes jalam jashonte. Tiranad viramaya. That's the final form. I think we are doing this last time, so let's go to the next example now. See where we are. The master made me study the whole day. Master made me study the whole day. In English, the ani avastha will be I studied the whole day. I studied the whole day. Let's see. You want to try this one, Hindu? I studied the whole day.
Okay. So what do you want me to do? Just that in Sanskrit?
Well, let's do the ani avastha for I studied the whole day.
Sarvahnam adhyayi.
What are you taking for the whole day?
Whole day Sarvahnam or Akhila Dinam?
Let's not do compound. Let's keep it separate. Putak padam. So,
Okay.
so sakalam dinam or akhilam dinam. We can take it.
Okay.
Akhilam dinam is fine for the whole day. So, all right. So, akhilam. Let's start with that. Akhilam dinam. Now, I studied. What do you want to use for that?
I got adhyayi.
This dhatu is ing adhyayane, right?
Right, ing adhyayane.
Ing adhyayane.
And then I did lung.
Give me 1 second. We have tantrika badha. This thing happens in Google Docs. I have to go to the new tab and sign in. This is a little trick on Google Docs, and then only it will allow me to go ahead. Give me 1 second. Okay, I think we should be okay now. Let me try to go back here. Okay, I think we're okay. Sorry, go ahead. Akhilam dinam.
I got adhyayi. I used in lung.
Okay. So if you lung lakara, in fact, if you want to quickly check, by the way, one thing before I forget, this book in the Madhya Dhatu Vritti, which I just mentioned to you, if you want to check the nijanta form, the causative forms, the order in which Madhava goes, Sayanacharya goes, is that he first, of course, gives the Shuddha Dhatu. He'll give the lakaras in the tit lakaraha, the paschat lakaraha. So let, lit, lut, lot, then lung, then vidhiling, ashiling, also the lung he will give, and finally lung. Okay. After that, he will give the, which is slightly confusing, he'll give the sananta prayogaha, which is going to be the next lesson for us, the desiderative form. Then he'll give the yanganta prayogaha, the frequentative form. After that, he gives nijanta form. Siddhanta Kaumudi, if you look at Kaumudi, Siddhanta Kaumudi in Antoine, same thing, is that first we do Nijanta, then Sananta, then Yangantas. But in the Madhavya Dhatu Vritti, the way he has put that is that he has put the Sananta forms first, then Yanganta, then he has put the Nijjanta. If this is the example right here. Look at Ing Adhyane. We are on page 453. Ing Adhyane, 453. If you look at that, he will give you, it's a very nice book to check all your answers. Do you have this book, Indu?
Yeah.
Okay, look at page 453.
I don't have it now with me.
Okay, all right. So he says, Adhite, explain, lat lakara he gives, okay? Then he gives Adhyeta, Adhyeshate, he gives the, let, lit, lut, rut, he gives all that. He gives the lot, Adhyetaha. Then he gives the, okay, then here he gives Adhyayita, Adhyayatam, Adhyayata, Adhyayitaha, Adhyayis. If this form that you're looking for is on page 453. So it's Adhyayi, Adhyayi. So you can always check your answers. Okay? Anyway, so if you go below, we'll use that one. So if you go below, next page, he will first give the Sananta form, So he gives Adhi, Jigam, Sate, and he gives that sun he gives. Then after that, he may give the Yanganta forms. Then he gives Adhyapayati. We are towards the middle of page 4, left towards the second half of page 454, Adhyapayati. And most times he does give the Nijanta forms. It's very useful. I mean, for those dhatus which he gives the Lakara Prakriya, he gives the Nijanta form. So unless, of course, there's something special, of course, he will give. So this Adhyapayati is, and he gives the Sutram also nicely he gives, which is Kreen Jinam, which you're going to see in a second here. It's the Atve Puk, and so on. In fact, he also mentioned the Sutram Buddha Yuga Ityadi, 1386, Ityadina, Kriya Phalasya Katru Gamitve Api Parasami Padam. So you're going to see all that. So what I'm telling you is that, let me put this in a document maybe before I forget. This is, if you want to find the answers, it's a very good reference book, So in the Madhavya Dhatu Vritti, please use this book. It's a very good book, Madhavya Dhatu. And this Madhava came before Siddhanta Kaumudi. So it's his old Dhatu Vritti. And he's the great commentator he's the great Vedic, Veda Bhashyakara. So he has enormous amount of knowledge. Okay, Vritti. So after the Lakara, Lakara Prakriya, after that he gives the then the Sananta, the sun, which is the next lesson for us, desiderative forms. After that, what's wrong with this spelling now? Desiderative. There's no correct spelling. Desiderative. Okay, it's fine. Okay. Then he gives the Yangantas, which is going to be the frequentative. So this order is different from Siddhanta Kaumudi order. That's why I'm mentioning it. It's frequentative. And then after that, he gives a niche, which is a causative. That's what you want to check. So you can check all your answers in this book, So causative, frequentative. Okay, that's not English spelling. All right. So the form here in the Lang Lakara is Adhyayi. You want to derive that one for us? Akilam Dinam Adhyayi. We are on page 453.
Nitya Adi Purva.
Nitya Adi Purva, very good. Adhyayi. This dhatu, there are three dhatus in the second gana itself. Okay, there are three dhatus, also confusing. One is ing adhyane, one is ik smarane, and in gatau. There are these three. Okay, so ing adhyane. Let's go to a dhatu part if I can find it for you. It says ing adhyane, ik smarane, and ik smarane is very rarely used. The two main ones are ing adhyane and in gatau. In gatau. And out of that, let's go there for a second. Dhatu Pancha. Okay, ing, yeah, look at these three. Okay, so look at these three dhatus. But all these documents which are used in Unicode are all from this sanskritdocuments.org website. So if you can go there, there are a lot of good documents available. They're all, many of them in Unicode. They can be searched. So like Vishnu Sahasranama Stotram, you know, you can look at the Devi Mahatmyam, you can look at the Ashtadhyayi, you know, a lot of these stotras and all these things are available there. So use this website. A lot of work has gone into this, you know. Okay, anyway, so ing adhyane, ik smarane, in gatau. Now this is, look at the first comment, nityam adhipurvaha, as Indu said, that's ing adhyane. Then ayamapi adhipurvaha, false adhipurvaha. Okay, and then the in gatau is not adhipurvaha. Okay? Now within these three, the ing adhyane has the kavarga panchama as an it. So anudakta gnita atmanepadam. So the ing is atmanepadi. Okay, remaining two are parasnepadi. The ik smarane and in gatau. So this is the thing to remember. One more time. There are three dhatus. They are both in the adadi gana. Adadi, adadi, adadi. Okay. The the ing adhyane and ik smarane nityam adhipurva. These two adhipurva. Ik smarane is not used much. So don't nasmartavyam. It says smarane. Nasmartavyam. And the in gatau is used a lot. That is not adhipurva. And that is, it can take adhi, but doesn't have to take adhi. And it is a parasnepadi dhatu. Remember these three dhatus. Okay, maybe we can put this in, let me try to put this in a document. This is important. You know, these three dhatus, they can be confusing. So then we'll draw this form adhyayi. We'll go through that form. These are the dhatus over here. You know. So this one, they are all of the adadi gana. All adadi gana. All of them are adadi gana. That's all three of them. So that is one confusing thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, let me not even highlight. Anyway, we know what it is. All right. You want to derive the form adhyayi for us, Indu? Adhyayi.
So E plus nich.
No, not niche yet. This is the ani avastha.
Oh, so I'm sorry, ani avastha. Right. E plus this is atmanepadi. So,
yeah,
uttama. This is uttama purusha ekavachana.
Okay, so we start with what? Oh, let me just 1 second. Let me just normalize this whole thing. Give me 1 second. Because what is that? 36 point. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, all right. Let's start now. So we can start with the adhi. Plus adhi upasarga, so it is then E, and then we get the pratyaya lang. Of course, halantyam upadesha jananasika is tiptaji. Pratyaya is idvahi mahi, right?
Right.
Idvahi. So anubandha lope E. It's E plus E is what we have. So we only applied 3478 tiptaji. 3478 tiptaji, and font is going off. Now, of course, this is in the second gana dhatu, so we'll have to do the
Adhipravritibhya
shapaha. Adhipravritibhya shapaha. So, I'm sorry. Okay, I don't know why the numbers are coming. Okay, that's fine. So, 3478 tiptaji adhipravritibhya shapaha. What number will that be? So first we'll get also 3168, and then 24, probably
71 maybe.
No, 71 is the other one. 71 is 4 dhatu pratipadika yoho.
Right, maybe 72.
Let's see around it because it's look prakaranam comes in 2.4. So 2472. Okay, adhipravritibhya shapaha. Shap look. So 2472. This shap is gone. So we got EE. Okay. Now what is now here we of course you have to get the adagamaha or adagamaha. By
Adajadinam.
Shudadataha and adajadinam. So this is ajadi dhatu. So now we get equal to get a plus e plus for the adhi is there before that. So adhi a plus e plus e. Okay. Now what's the next step?
Young, right? Achishnala.
Yes, very good. Because of the fact, remember that the adagamaha has come to the entire angam e plus e. So that will be the antaranga karyam. You have to finish the karyam of e plus e first. Then only you can do the artishcha vriddhi. Okay. So this artishcha and the adagama is the last thing. But these are all this is internal operation. These two are this antarangam to the art. So we have to finish this and put this in brackets maybe. So this is one should be done first. This should be done first. And now how about the sarva dhatuka ardhika gunaha? That will be stopped, right? By what? Because this is the pratyaya id is sarva dhatuka pratyaya because thing is sarva dhatukam. Also does not have the po as in it. Correct. So sarva dhatukam apit. Sarva dhatukam apit nitvat. So that will stop the guna adesha because of kiniticha 115. So then after that we could have done the akasame dirgha, which is of course 61101, but then the parakaryam is 6477. So we'll have to do the iyang adesha, iyang. So that will now give us adhi plus a plus e and e. This is what we have now. Yeah. Okay. And now we can do the so this is Artashchavati. So 6477 has been done here, and there was no guna adesha. So no gunaha because of we had 1, 2, 4 things. Sarva dhatukam apit. And then artashcha vriddhi. So we'll get adhi the a plus e will become ai. So this is 6190. And then of course yan sandhi after that ajyayi. Okay, I studied the whole day. That's the form. So practice this is also good. We have to keep on practicing this. There's no other shortcut, So abhyasena Gita says abhyasena griyate. Only there's no other way. Nanya pantha vidyate. There's no other way. We have to keep on practicing this prakriya, keep on practicing. We'll do as much as we can in the class. On your own, if you can practice this dhatu prakriya is lakara prakriya. That is, as I said, that is the heart of the Ashtadhyayi. So keep on practicing that. Give you enormous confidence in the Ashtadhyayi engine. You can run this engine. After that. Okay. So akhilam dinam adhyayi. Okay. Now let's try to do the nij avastha now. Okay. Let's see what we have now. The master may be study the whole day. We say guruhu. Let's say guruhu. Okay. So what will happen to me now, who is the anikarta, right? Now, what do you think, Indu 1452 applies?
Yes. I was not sure actually because I think you can take it as buddhi, right?
No, shabda karma.
Oh, it's going to be shabda karma. Oh, okay.
Adhyapayati. Adhyapayati. So gati buddhi pratyavasanartha shabda karma karma. In fact, if you look at, let's go quickly. Let's look at 1452. Let's see what the example is. Udaharanam in the Kashika. Okay. Kashika. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, let's just go to the Kashika and see what the example he gives. So, okay, bodhayati agati buddhi pratyavasana here it is lecture. Shabda karma kanam. Adhite, here it is. Adhite manavako, this typo here. Manavako vedam. Adhyapayati manavakam vedam. So we have it 1452. Adhi. So that answers one question. So it will become mam. So second thing is, how about the, in fact, let me read out. We just read this out from here. from this ing adhyane in the dhatu vritti, if you look at page 454, he says, very nicely he gives, adhyapayati. First he gives the sutram 6148, Krim Jinam now, iti atve puk is what he says. Then he says, Buddha Yuddha ityana kriyaphalasya katrgamitve api parasmai padam. So he's quoting two sutras for us. The 1386, let's go there. 1386. 1386. So Buddha Yuddha Nasha Jana Ing. So this Ing is mentioned. It is Vishesh Vidhanam, specifically mentioned here in this sutra. So we can only use Parasyapadam ending. So we can only use Adhyapayati, Adhyapayata, Adhyapayata. Second thing, to get the form Adhyapayata, the sutra which is being used is, so we got 1452, we got 1386, and now the next one we're going to go is 61, I think it's 48, Krim Jinam now. You get the Akar Adeshaha, Krim Jinam now. From this sutram Adesh Upadesha Shiti, this Ad, Anuvutti, Aditya Anuvartate. So we get, so the Ing will become A. So let's first, I think we're all set now. Let's derive the Nijan Dhatu first. So let's take the Ing Adhyane and add the Pratyaya Nich as usual by the Hetumaticha. And then we are going to get the Krim Jinam now is the Akara Deshaha. We get A which by 6148, Dhatu Kri and the Ing and the Dhatu Ji, Krim Jinam now. So that's how we get the Akara Deshaha 6148. Still have the by Chutu Halantyam, iti Ikara Vashishyate, Ikaraha. And then we get the Puk Agamaha by Arti Ri Vli Ityadina, Kshmayatam Puk now. What number is that in those? 7336? 36. Okay. Bhavantaha Sarve Jananti. All of you know that by now. So I'll become P. So you got the Puk Agamaha by 7336. 7336. And now, again, this has to be Nitya Adhipurvaha. What will be the form here? When you look at the Guruhu, Mam, you can say Sakalam Akhilam Dinam, then Adhyapayatam. Are you happy with that? Are you happy with that form? So we can make it Adhi.
Adhyapayami, right?
No, Guru, Adhyapayata. Remember, the Hetu is coming now.
Makes me study, though.
But who makes me study? The
okay.
master, the Guru. Well, when in the Nijavastha, it is the Hetu which will connect with the Lakaraha.
Right.
Hetu will become Abhita. So you have to go with the Guru now.
Right.
So he's Pratham Purusha Ekavachanam. So you get Adhi, plus you get the Adagamaha, Adajadinam. Then you get, of course, the Dhatu Api. And then you get the Kartari Shap, Anubandhalope. The Shap Katadite Halancham, Anubandhalope. The Pratyaya Tip and Itascha. So we use 3478, 34100 Itascha. So we got, and Adhyap, of course you get the Sarvadhatuka, Ardhadhatuka Yoho Gunaha, Echo Yavaha. The P will become Pe, Pe will become Pai, Adhya, and then we get the Atashcha Vriddhi. So, and then Ikoanachi, Adhyapayata. Adhya. I think that's complete the example for us. Adhyapayata. Okay. So, final sentence will be is that Guruhu, you can say Guruhu, atva whatever, Adhyapakaha, atva Swami, whatever you can say, Guruhu, Mam, and this we already talked about that, Mam. So this is going to be the Shabda Karma. So 1452 and 232. Karmani Dvitiya. Akhilam Dinam. But in Akhilam Dinam, what's Sutram here? Akhilam Dinam. What about Dvitiya Vibhakti over here? Adhyapayata. What do you think, Indu?
I don't know. I can't think of it.
Because see, normally we use the Karmani Dvitiya. This is not the karma. You could have said Vedam Adhyapayata. So the dinam is not the karma of the Adhyapana Kriya. What do you think, Karthik?
कालाध्वनोर अत्यंत संयोगे.
Very good. 235. 235. Kaladvanor Atyanta Sanyoge. Kaladvanor Atyanta Sanyoge. What the Sutram says is that when you do an action for a period of continuously, Atyanta Sanyoge, without any, akhandita kriya, for distance, for time or distance, then that time or distance will take Dvitiya Vibhakti. So Masamadite, he studies for 1 month and so on. So 235. 235 Sutram, which directly gives the Dvitiya Vibhakti over here for this dinam. Kala Vachak Shabda. So Guruhu Maam Akhilam Dinam Adhyapayat. Okay, let's take the next one. See what we have on the next one. Try some Karthik, see what you can get. The leader, no. If they torture him continually, they will make him die. See, if that in the first chapter there is no niche, so let's leave it out. They will make him die.
He will die.
So he will die. He will die.
Saha marishyati.
Saha, no, dhatu mru is actually a dhatu is what it's in Gita, the jayate mriyate vakadachin. Nayam bhuta bhutavana bhuyaha. Jayate mriyate vakadachin.
Okay.
But hold on. There are some special rules. Always keep this 2 or 3 in mind. Jayate mriyate. Jayate mriyate vakadachin. 220. But remember this dhatu mru. Let's go dhatu vritti. Let's see what he says. He should mention. What we're looking for is the rit lakara. Right? Then let's see if Madhava mentions anything about any change of the pada. Look at dhatu mru. It is on mring pranatyage. Mring pranatyage. So it is on page 611. Let us try to use that on page 611. See, have the trick in this language to use the right books and know how to use them quickly. So, pranatyage, mriyate mamara mamratuho mamriva marishyati. Marishyati, he says now. Marishyati. Vridhanosya iti it. It has not given the sutram here. No, he does. Yes, he does give this sutram. He says, 1 line below, it says, mriyatehe lung lingoscha. 1361 is a sutram. It says that iti lung ling shid vishaye eva tang iti niyamad ataha anyatra parasya padam eva. Read it one more time, read it out to you. Unfortunately, I don't have this online to show you. Unfortunately, it's not there. Maybe it's not a project for us. This book is worth typing out for somebody, but anyway, we don't have it online right now. I'm on page 611. It says, the sutram is quoting is, let me show the sutram to you on this one, 1361, okay? Niyamartham. Niyamartham means, remember we already saw the topography of 13, which that from 1312 starts, so from 1312 in the middle we saw the Ubhayapadi start from this Puritanita Srishindi. But the Dhatu Mru already in Dhatu Pata has the Kavarga Panchama as an It. So by 1312 itself, this Dhatu Mring should take only Atmanipadam endings. Then why come, then what is the use of saying 1361 then? Mriyate he lung lingoscha. Niyamartham. Siddhya sati arambha niyamartha. Is when something is already been accomplished. When Panini says it again, that means that he means only for that. For others don't do it. So this mriyate, what Panini is saying is that after dhatu mryu, in the lung lakara and the ling, and also shitaha, anuvritti coming from the prior sutra. So in these cases only use atmanipadam. The remaining don't use atmanipadam. Will default to sheshat kartari parasnipadam. So 1361 we can put here. Mriyate lunglingoscha anuvritti of shitaha. So just put this in document. So 1361. 1361, and it is a niyamartham sutra. Niyamartham. Niyam, very important concept. Niyamartham. If something has already been done, then why should Panini again say it? Because he's limiting that, limiting this the property to some only to that part. So niyamartham sutra. Anuvritti of Shita house is coming down. Okay, so that will now give us the what we need. I'll give us what we need. Anuvritti of Shita house. All right, now let's try it again, Karthik. So now what we want to make it so they will make him die, right? So if they talk, okay, they will make him die. This him, what do you want to use, right?
I'm sorry, Satishji.
What do you want to use for him? He will
He
die.
saha marishyati. Yeah.
Okay, one thing you'll be careful about here. Is that person in front of your eyes or not? Drishti gochara asti vanava. Drishti pathe asti vanava. Can he be seen by you or not? I know this is a technical point, but it's important. Because somebody can be pointed by you, you know, what they say, the anguli nirdeshaha, kartum shakyate chet. If you can point out to that person, you should not use the pradipadikam tat. Should not use pradipadikam tat. So there are these four pronouns, which is the etad, idam, adas, and tat. Etad, idam, adas, and tat. And within out of these, the only the tat parokshe vijaniyat. Tat parokshe vijaniyat. Let me see if you can find this one. I think in the okay, I'm looking at the Bhimi Vyakhya on page 587 of volume 1. So idamastu sannikrishte. Idam should be used for something which is close by to you. Samipa tara varti cha etado rupam. Samipa tara, who's one who's even closer to you, should be used. Etat should be used. Adasastu viprakrishte. Others should be used when something which is far. But still, you can do anguli nirdesha. You can still point to that. Then only last part is taditi parokshe vijaniyat. Taditi parokshe vijaniyat. Only if it's out of your sight, you cannot see. Then you should use that. So if this person in front of you, then you should probably say eshaha or asau. If he's far away, you should say asau. So don't use this pradipadikam tat when it is not parokshe. Okay, so I'll put this on because this is a very common defect in speech. These people use, say, sahavadati, savadati. When somebody in front of you, that is not correct. Not correct. So taditi, parokshe. Remember this one. Parokshe vijaniyat. Parokshe vijaniyat. Vijaniyat. Okay, so I'll put that. So, okay, so Bhaimi Vyakhya. This can be found other places also, but I know this one is here. So Bhaimi Vyakhya. Is first volume on page 587. 587. So okay, so we can keep it as saha or asau. Just maybe he's far away, or eshaha, depending on how close. So if we have these four forms, ayam first will be eshaha. I'll put it like this maybe eshaha. Eshaha. Athva ayam. Athva asau. Athva saha. Okay? We'll keep it like that, depending on how close he is to you. Only the last one can be only used parokshe. And marishyati. Okay. Marishyati. This is Ani Avastha. So Esha Atva Ayam Atva Asau Atva Saha Marishyati. Okay. Now let's find what's good. Let's check out 1452. Clearly it's Akarmaka. So, Akarmaka. So it's going to be, give me the four forms.
Etam,
Etam,
imam,
Imam,
so, so I don't know the
Amum,
amum. Okay,
Amum,
and tam.
and Tam. So okay, that will be the four forms. And then again, I'm looking at the same page. Okay, look at the same page on Dhatu Vritti, page 611. So first he finishes all the lakaras. Then he gives the Sananta form, Mumurshati. It's all in bold, by the way, Mumurshati. After that, Madhava gives the Memriyate, the Yanganta form. Okay? And then after that he gives Marayati. Okay? So on page 611, the form Marayati is there. So this is the sequence of the Dhatu Vritti. First lakara is Shuddha Dhatu, tat paschat Sananta Prayogaha, tat paschat Yangantaha, tat paschat Nijantaha. It's different from Siddhanta Kaumudi, different from Siddhanta Kaumudi. Okay?
Is this the Ashtadhyayi order, Satishji? Like, is it the order in which the pratyayas come in Ashtadhyayi?
Actually, you know what? You have a good point. Kartik is a good point. Let's look at that. I think Kartik is a very good point. So this Madhava follows Ashtadhyayi order while Bhattoji doesn't. So if you look at, we start from what our son, which is going to see in the next lesson very soon, is let's look at the 317. Yes. Dhatos, every class I learn something new. So I learned something new today. So Dhatu, now we know why he's doing that. Because he says Dhato ho karmanaha, this is a sun pratyaha. Okay. 317. Then yang will come as, this one, 3122. Dhato reka cho haladehe kriya samabdihare yang. It's a good point, Kartik. Very good. And then this one is hetumaticha. Correct. So he's going the Ashtadhyayi order he goes. Goes in the Ashtadhyayi order. Siddhanta Kaumudi, Laghu, I think because, it is a Prasiddhatvat, they use Nich is given first. Anyway, the form Mariyati is given on the page here. You don't have to think too much. You want to complete this form first. Then let's look at what the example is. Okay, also is Akarmaka Dhatu, and it is also the Chittavat Karta is there, Karta is there. So Chittavat Kartakat, right? Akarmakat, Chittavat Kartakat. So this one is, we're going to use the 1388. 1388. Anavakarmakat. Anavakarmakat, Chittavat Kartakat. So 1388, we're going to use only for Simpanam. So what's the final answer now?
Te tam marayishyanti. Or tam etam.
Yeah, so again, if they, okay, we'll just come in this form. They will make him die. Again, we have to use those four forms, depending whether they are, right?
Yeah.
We can say ete, right? Atva, if you use a idam, what will you get?
Idam, imo, ime.
So
no, imaha.
Imaha or ime, what do you think?
No, I think it is ime, like survey.
It is ime. So it'll be ete, then ime, atva it'll be ami, atva, te. These four forms. That is four forms, depending on where they are now. Where they are. So okay, so let's finish that part of it. So let's put it so it'll make it become ete, atva, ime, I'm sorry, ime, atva, you get ami. That comes in Gita. Ami comes in Gita. Ami, atva, you can make it te, it is parokshe. Okay, and then the four form that we have on the other side is we'll get the etam, atva, you get the imam, imam. Otherwise, you will get asav will give the amum. and then we give tam, and then ma, mar, yishyanti. Okay, now that sutram which you saw before about the 1361, that has no sambandha here now. That was only for the Shuddha Dhatu, Mryo. Dhatu is now Mari. How we get Mari? Of course, because Achoniti, Vriddhi, Puran, Raparaha got Mari. So this Mari has to obey 1374, Nichascha. Connection with 1361 is now gone. So we forget 1360, it has no bearing on this form right here. Here what we have used, of course, is 1388. 1388 is what we have used. Anavakartaka, Anavakarmaka, Chittavatkartaka, 1388. And then this one, of course, we have used, as you know, Akarmaka Dhatu again, so 1452, and we use 232. Okay, how about the clause, Karthik? That should be easy.
Yadi.
They torture him continually. So again, they say the they.
Tudanti.
I think he has given in the vocabulary here.
Oh, okay.
Uttapa.
Uttapa, okay.
So then what you will get if they torture him? So what we want to use?
Yadi te tam uttapanti.
Well, use Vidiling, right? If they torture him. Uttape yuhu. Uttape yuhu. Yadi. Yadi, and again all those forms from, you get the ete, ime, ami, or te. Again those four forms. Then continually with aviratam. Aviratam means virata. Virama is to stop. Avirata means not stopping. Aviratam. Aviratam uttape yuhu. Tarhi. Again those four forms. And we'll get marayishyanti. Let's put that. But one thing also I think all of you know, but if in Apte, you can also do the English search. Very, very useful I find. So if you want to, let's get the word for torture, torture. Put that here. It's a good feature of the online. You cannot do this in the paper dictionary. You can only do this online. Look at the word torture. Uttapa is given. Udvij also is given. How about Gita? Karshyantas sharirastham. So dhatu krish is given. Chapter 17 of Gita. They torture me. When they do the tamasika tapas, they torture me in the body, what Krishna says. So krish is there. And also all this torture. How about yata? It's a good one here. Yata yati. Yeah, in fact, you can use Nijanta form right here. So what will be the form? Yata ye yuhu. Yata ye yuhu. Yata ye. He's like bhave yuhu. Yata ye yuhu. So they make him, torture. So then santapa. So you can make it like that also. Sampida. So pidayati. Sampida ye yuhu. So anyway, it's a very useful feature. You can do a reverse search in English to Sanskritam. If you want to speak in Sanskritam, you can use this very nicely and get all kinds of nice, proper usages, from this dictionary. So anyway, let's use Uttapa, which is given in the book for us. So we can put all these ete, ime, amite. So let's put down here. Let's put yadi. Yadi comes in Gita, Kartik. Yadi yaham na varteyam. Vidiling. See Vidiling form?
Okay.
Yadi yam na varteyam. Jatu karmani tandritaha.
So with yadi, do we always use Vidiling?
I think Vidiling is one of the probably good you say with yadi.
Okay.
So yadi gamet. So okay. Now let's so yadi. Then what happened? Okay, yadi. Again with all of those forms again. These. Okay. Then uttape yuhu. Uttape yuhu. Uttape yuhu. Uttape yuhu. So yadi, let's take just one of these. Yadi ete. etam uttapeyuh, then tarhi, this connecting form. And just sometimes we also understood you have to repeat that. Tarhi etam marayishyanti. Marayishyanti. Did you get everything? If they touch him, oh, we forgot the aviratam. Where you want to put it? Before the dhatu. It is going to be a kriya visheshanam. So aviratam. Aviratam. Okay. So yadi ete etam aviratam uttapeyuh tarhi etam marayishyanti. Then they will talk. Okay. The only thing is that if we use vidhiling on one side, I think, do we have to be vidhiling on the other side also? What do you think, Karthik? In Gita it says, yadi yaham navarteyam utsidevir me lokaha utsideyuh. Okay. So then that has to be the question, because it sounds a bit strange. If they were to torture him, then they will make him die. Future tense. Okay. Otherwise, if you cannot do that, then you have to convert the marayishyanti. You can convert that to also to a vidhiling form. What will that be? Marayeyuh.
Marayeyuh. Yeah, I think it may be Marayeyuh.
Marayeyuh, because the karta is the same, ete, vidhiling form. So Marayeyuh. Let me see what did I do in my thing when I had this. Actually, you know what? If you look at Antoine page 113, he has given this shlokaha. Idam pratyakshagatam samipavartaravarti chetado rupam adasastu viprakrishte taditi parokshe vijaniyat. Actually, on Antoine page 113. Let me put here. You have that karika over there. So Antoine page 113. Okay. So I just noticed that. So maybe we need so if they were, then they would kill him. I think that's okay. I think we can go with that. We can go with that. Let's see. Let me see what I did in my homework. Okay. Yeah, I think Marayeyuh also will be fine. So let's go with that Marayeyuh. I think let's keep Marayeyuh. That I think sounds better than using the lut on one side and using the vidhiling on the other side. I think this will be better. Marayeyuh. Marayeyuh. So if they were to torture him continuously, then they would kill him. Okay, Marayeyuh. Okay, next one. Let's see what we have. Next one is, the leader did not know the way and made us roam from village to village. Okay. The leader did not know the way. So if you use this dhatu nya, what will be that form, Karthik? Simple form. So leader, we says
Neta.
Neta, simple word. Neta is fine.
Neta adhvanam.
Adhvanam. Na ajanat, right?
Na ajanat.
So na ajanat. So let's finish that one. That's easy. No niche form, very simple form. Okay. So neta. Neta. So adhvanam. Na. So how did this nya become ja, Sutram, Karthik?
Nya janir.
Nya janorja.
Janorja.
So this nya and jan in Gita na jayate mriyate vatada chinnayam bhutva. So jayate in Gita comes off in Gita also comes other form also. Where will this be, Karthik? I think 779. Yes, nya janorja. Nirvritti of shiti is coming down. Dhatu nya and jan. You will take the sarva anekashit sarvasya ja adesha shiti pare, which mean, here, of course, we have the Gana Vikarnam Shna is there. So 17379 it should be straightforward form now. The usual rules. This is the Vishesha Vidhi. Of course, the Adagamaha and the Itascha and all that is. So I think we know that by now. 737. So Neta Advanam Na Janat. Okay, that's done. And then he made us roam from. So made us roam.
So,
Still Gatyartha. So Gatyartha. And so we're going to apply 1452. Okay, what is the Ani Avastha?
Vayam Atan.
Atamo.
Sorry, Atama. Yeah, Atama.
Atamo. Vayam Atamo. If you take, just do the Adagamaha, Atascha, and Art, then of course Shap Atati, simple form. So Atamo, Nityam Saha, Atamo. Let's put the Ani Avastha. So Vayam Gramad Gramam Atamo. How about that? Vayam Gramad Gramam. Atamo. So Vayam Gramad Gramam Atamo. And now this Vayam is going to become into the Karma Sanya, I mean I should say Asmat Pradivadikam, and then we're going to get
Asman.
So Asman, because this is the Gati Artha Dhatu. So 1452, 232. Of course, Chalanarthe is there. So we can use 1387 also. 1387. So 1387. So that's very easy. Once you get Gati Arthe, then it's Chalanarthe. Nigarana Chalanarthe Bhya. Okay, so Prasna Padam only. Okay, so I think now we are set. What do you want to use? Now, what will be when you say the dhatu at? When you add a nich, hetu, mati, cha, what will be the form? Ati, right?
Ati.
Atopadhaya, ati. So, atayata. Also, ati will take an ad agamaha. We take atascha vriddhi. So, atayata. So, neta, advanan najanat, and asman cha, Gramad Gramam Atayata. How about that? So this part will remain the same. Neta Advanam Na Janat. This was the Ani Avastha. This was the Ani Avastha. And Asman Cha Gramad Gramam. Take this down here. Gramad Gramam. And we just have changed to Atayata because now the Abhihita is the Hetu, Neta in this case. Atayata. Okay, Asman and this usual rules. Put again over here 1452, Gati Buddhi Pratyavasanartha. So 1452 and 232, Kamiditiya. And Atayata Prasna Padam because of 1387, Nigarana Chalanarthe Bhya, 1387. Okay? Let's take the next one. Excuse me. Make your brother fill 5 jars with water. Let's say Kalashaha. So let's say your brother Tava Bhrata fills 5 jars with water. So Adbhi Athva Jalena. Okay. Now 5 jars is
Pancha Kalashan.
Kalashan. You can say which one do you want to use now? Let's see. I think we can use Dhatu Pur is available to us. I think let's go to Dhatu Patha. Let's see what we can find here. Okay, let's see. I think Dhatu Pur. I think Purayati. Okay, let's see Dhatu Pur. Pur. Churadi Divadi also. Okay. We use one of these. We can use this. We can also use this one here. can use dhatu pru, which is also palana puranayoho juhotyadi. Also in the kriyaji also is there. Okay. So, this is interesting. In fact, let's use the dhatu pur in the churadi itself. So we could make a dhatu puri and purayati. So tava bhrata adbhi pancha kalashan putak padam bhale. It's not a compound, okay? Because we saw there is a we're not going to spend time on this, but there is a sutram which says dik sankhya sanyayam. Dik sankhya sanyayam. See, so a compound like pancha brahmanaha or pancha kalashaha cannot be formed and only be sanyayam. Dik sankhya, it is also a niyamata sutram. I think dik sankhya sanyayam. So you cannot make a compound like pancha kalashan unless there are like navadurgaha or saptarishayaha, chaturvedaha. If there is sanya, with the specific 7 rishis or 4 vedas or 9 durgas, then you can make those kind of compounds. Otherwise, you cannot make that kind of compound. So anyway, don't worry, we'll come to compound later. So let's keep it, right now we're not doing compounds anyway, so let's keep it simple. Keep it pruthak padam. So the ani avastha is, okay, ani avastha. Ani avastha is tava bhrata. Tava bhrata. Okay, then adbhi panchakalashan fills, so purayati. Purayati. Okay, now, so this is the swarthe niche, okay. So here we have used actually the 3.125 satyapapasha ityadi churadibhyo niche. This is what we have used now. So tava bharata adbhi panchakalashan purayati. Now we can say tvam. What you can do is this. All your dhatu puri already is there. So on top of that, we'll have to have a niche pratyaya now. So we can take puri because swarthe niche. So niche pur cannot be used. Churajigana pur cannot be used unless you add a niche to it. So you already got the puri by 3.125. Then you add the hetumati niche. So this is the hetumati niche. When you make somebody fill. So technically you have to add this. I mean the form will be the same. So Karthik, what happens here? Chutu halantyam.
It will be neraniti.
Neraniti. Because the anidadav ardhatake pare ne lopasyat. The niche of course is not valadi. Remember for idagama, simple thing. If it is not valadi, there will not be idagama. So this is ajadi pratyaya. So idagama na sambhavati. Tasma niraniti iti sutrena. Swarthe nichaha lopasyat. So that the swarthe niche will take lopaha. The hetumati will stay behind. And we get another puri now. So this now though has the hetumati pratyaya in there. Puri. Puri. Okay. So this now has the hetumati in there. So now tvam. How do you want to finish this off now? You make your brother fill my order. So then how do you want to do it now?
Tvam tava bhrataram.
Tava is it bhrataram or bhrataram? What do you think? So you check. Which should we check, Karthik?
Aptrichtran. Yeah,
just go there, see what we find over there. So aptrishtran, swastru, naptru, neshtru, tvashtru, khatru, hotru, potru, prashastruna. Typo, I think it's on. But Karthik, can you email Ravi to correct this typo, please?
Yes, sure, Satish.
This potru should be short.
Okay.
So 6 for 11. 6 for 11.
For
female. Putru and Prashastru. So Bhratu is not there. Bhrataram.
Bhrataram.
Bhrataram. Okay, so the sum is understood. So now how about our 1 for 52 and all that? What do you think?
So this
Is
will
that
be
Dhatu Pur. Is it Gati? No.
no.
Buddhi? No.
No.
Pratyavasana? No. Shabda Karma? No. Akarmaka also? No. So it is not in 1 for 52 list. It is the next sutra. Rukro anyatarasyam. No. Ru and Kru. So that will not work, Karthik.
Okay.
So we have to, so now this is a case, we are so used to making that 1 for 52. We forgot our default case was that Karsukarana Yos Sthitiya.
Tritiya.
So Bhratra.
Bhratra.
Bhratra. So yeah, that's why, check these things, details. So Bhratra. Then Adbhi Panchakalashan. Okay, let's keep that. And then what? Puraya.
Puraya.
Puraya. Again, the same thing. Atohehe. Atohehe. Let's simply, did we get everything? Okay, now we need to look at one more thing, which is the Padavyavastha. Atmanipadam Parasyapadam. Now, Puraya. Already had Nichascha behind it. One more Nichascha comes. So Nichascha, we can use both. Now, is it in 1386? I don't think it is there. Let's double check. It is not in that list of 1386. You only have Buddha, Yuddha, Nasha, Jana, Ing, Pru, Drustru is not there. Nigarana, no. Eating, drinking, no. Chalana, no. Anavakarmaka, no. Padamya, no. So should be Nichascha. I think we can use both. I think we can say Puraya or Purayasva. Right?
Yeah.
Purayasva. I think Parasyapadam is safe. I think Apipadam also should work. So Purayasva. I think Purayasva should be okay. I don't see any problem with that. I don't see it in the list of 81, 3, 86, 88. So we'll default back to Nichascha. So Puraya or Purayasva. So Bhratra. Adve. Interesting. We have two Tritiyas now. One was the Anikarta, so Bhratra. The other one is like the Karanarthi. So Adve. So Bhratra Adve. Panchakalashan Purayatva Purayatva. Okay, let's look at the next one. The wind made the branch. This one is easy. The wind made the branches bow down and caused the fruits to fall. Okay. Now the simple Aniyavastha, the branches bow down and the fruits fall. So Shakha, right? Namati, to bow down. Namanti.
Anaman.
Oh, made, yes.
Made.
Yes. So made is past tense. Okay. Well, branches bowed down. So Shakha. And what we reform Namati like
Anaman.
So Shakha Anaman. And Phalani cha Apatan. Correct?
Yeah, Apatan.
That will be Aniyavastha. Aniyavastha will be Shakha Anaman. I'm sorry. And then Phalani cha Phalani cha Apatan. Sorry. Apatan. Okay, that's the Aniyavastha. And now when we say the wind may do that. So now let's finish off for 1, 4, 52 and 1, 3. I think these are all both Gatyati, I think, is it? Well, no, let's see. What do you think, Karthik?
Apatan would be Gatyarthe, but Naman, okay. I'm not sure.
Okay, Naman will be Akarmaka, but what do you think?
Yeah, I think Naman will be Akarmaka, right?
when you say Bhagavantam Namami, I bow down to the Lord. That is not a karmaka. I think in this meaning that is given here, I think it's a karmaka. Because when the branches bow down, in this meaning, this nam is a karmaka. So this is also one thing to be careful, by the way. Dhatus can have many meanings. You have to see which meaning. Atta vivakshita artha kaha. What is the intended meaning over here? That's why, notice one more thing. That in this dhatu partha or in the dhatu vritti, they do not say this dhatu is akarmaka, sakarmaka. Sometimes they put that. In fact, this one might have it also. Let's see. It doesn't, because it only says adadigana, say it atmanipadam. I think the dhatu, the Rupamala, Krut Rupamala does give this sakarma karmaka, vedaha. But it is not sarvatrika. It will not be everywhere, because dhatus have various meanings. Take a simple dhatu like vrish. Varshati devaha. Indraha reigns. Is sakarmaka or not? It looks to be akarmaka to me. But then you can say Rudram Varshati. He rains blood. So then in that it becomes sakarmaka now. We have to really watch out for this sakarma karmaka. It's not very straightforward. The basic definition of sakarma karmaka is that the phalam of the kriya should be with the karta only. So here shakaha namanti, I think they are anaman, means they are bowing down. There's no other entity over there which is getting the fruit of the the effect of the action. I think in this meaning we can say shakaha, but you say aham naranam namami, then it is not. It is not going to be. Clearly Narayanam is taken with Yagati. Namantascha mam bhakti, I think it comes in Gita somewhere. Namaskyantascha mam bhakti, it comes, that is different. I think this, so anyway, I think in this meaning we are safe, we can make it. So it doesn't mean the sakarma karmaka is not going to be for every dhatu, you can label it like that. That's why the dhatu part, I did not do that. Did not make black and designation black and white like that, It depends on the context, on the usage. Okay, let's go back. And so we can use akarmaka. Akarmaka means that we can, so pat is gatyartha, so we'll use 1452 on that basis. We'll also use the Nigarana Charanarthebhya, so 1387. And for the akarmaka, now the question, Karthik, is that chittavat kartru or not? Anav akarmaka chittavat kartru ka.
I don't think it is chittavat in this case.
This is beyond grammar now. Is the shaka have chittam or not? It's controversial. Let's not spend too much time, but it depends on your opinion, what you have. But I think the safe thing is to use parasnipadam. That will definitely be correct. Atmanipadam bhavati vanava will be, be controversial. So chittavat kartru, generally I think Karthik is probably right. It is going to be a bit of a stretch. But the safe thing is to use parasnipadam, and because 1388 might apply. Okay, so let's finish off now. Let's put the final answer we have. Okay, so what do we have? I think we have what, Vayu, right? Vayu anilaha. Vayu. So shakha is like Ramava Shabdaha. So shakhaha. Now anamayat, correct? Anamayat. And phalani cha apatayat. Apatayat. So again the same, mitam rasvaha, amantaha, mitaha. So it will be namayat, not namayat. Okay, so let's finish like this now. So vayuhu, sha, this is now the dvitiya bhavachanam, shakhaha, na, ma, yat, and phalani cha, phalani cha, apatayat. Okay, so let's put the numbers here. This is going to be definitely, we're going to use 1452, 232, Karmi Dvitiya, Anamayat. This one, can we use 1388? I put question mark over here. And then Phalani, of course, again, Gatyartha, the same two rules. We use Gatyarthatvat, Karmasanya, and we use 2, 3, 2 again. And then for the Apata, yet clearly it is Chalanarthe. So we can definitely use 1, 3, 87. Nigarana Chalanarthe, Bhya, 1, 3, 87. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's give Indu a chance again. Let's see. Indu, you ready? Okay. Your conduct, not you, Indu, makes me hate you. Okay. So let's, how we want to use the dhatu, dvish maybe, dveshti.
Dvish, right. Dvish is what I used.
Yona dveshti na kangshati, right? Okay, the question here. Yes. You raise your hand, I think.
Satish ji,
Yes.
I have a question on 13.
Yes.
Even though it says branches bow down,
Yes.
they didn't do namaskara, they bent down. Is there any word in the meaning of bent down instead of bow down?
Let's see. Let us try this one. Let us go to Apteji, see what we can see, if we can find anything. You can use reverse search and see if you can see. I'm not bow down. Namati. What think, Karthik? Any word for bowing down as opposed to doing namaskara, paying respect?
I think Namaha will work in both meanings. Namaha.
So samsaha, no.
Nam.
Unfortunately, bow is coming as nouns over here now. Shiva's bow. No. You want it as a verb. Abhinam. How about this one? Abhinam maybe? Abhinam is to bow, to bend. This could be one. Maybe upasarga can be used. Abhinam.
Okay.
Let me try. Let me see anything else is there. There might be not. No. Let's see. Anything comes to mind, Karthik? Any jhat Hindu, Karthik?
No, Satish.
Yeah, unfortunately, all
Satish, if you put in the dictionary bent or bend, and then it may give some verb.
Okay, so bend.
Yeah,
But
instead
bend,
of in Sanskrit.
So bend also means to be curved, like putila. That's
Yeah.
not what we want. So let's
Bend.
try.
Bend, yeah.
Anka. A curve or bend? No. Bend of the arm? No. So how about ancha? But that means to be curved, not to bend down. So, okay, let's try something better. Let's try bend down. Let's try that. That'll be nice. Here we got some now. Avatru. Okay, maybe we can try that, to bend down.
Yeah.
So avatru, I think bend down. Avatarati, to bend down. So avanamo, good one. Avanamo is to bend down. So to stoop down. So that's a good one. I think that's unambiguous. Avanamo is to bend down. Avanamati.
Okay.
Then let's try one more. Here is avabhuja. To bend down. Then average, to bend down. So there are few of them here. So vini is to bend down. Viniyate, to bend. So bend down. Yes, so there are a lot of them here. Sannama is to bend down. Yes, there are a few. There are, but I think the nama is. I think we can use avanama to be, if you want really want to be clear. I think avanama is to be clear, because that will not be left. Good. Nice to hear your voice. So please participate when you have.
Satishji?
Yes.
I just searched on Google and there was one Subhashita I came across. And there they have said Namanti Phalino Vriksha Namanti Gunino Janaha. So I think Nam should also probably work with just bending.
Phalina Vriksha, yes. So the trees which have fruits hanging, they bend. Yeah, so I think bend is clear, but Avanama will be even more clear. Okay. Okay, Indu, back to you, Indu. Now, what you want to use? Okay, so say I hate you would be
I hate you would be the
Swam Dveshmi, right? The Aniyavastha.
right.
Swam Dveshmi.
Right. Foundation.
Swam Dveshmi. Okay, now let's convert that to you want to make it into the now your conduct. So how would you want to? So that will be the hetu. So tava
That's the hate, right.
acharaha,
Acharam.
acharanam, acharanam. So that will be the you can say acharaha, you can say acharanam, acharaha, acharanam. Okay. Now let's go down. Can we use 1452? You think?
Yeah, I didn't think we could use 1452.
It's not gati.
Gnat Gati.
It's not buddhi really.
Pratyavasana.
Not pratyavasana. Definitely not.
Shabda
Is it
karma.
shabda karma? Definitely not. Akarma karma is there right here. It's not
Karma
karma.
is there, right.
Okay. Then hukroho. No. We can scan through the Vatikams, but I don't think it is there. Okay. Then you should say maya, right? Correct?
Right.
Maya. Because here you have to default to 2318, which is the Kartakarana Yosthitiya. Because the Karta Istanya is still there. He is no longer Abhita. Abhita is the Acharaha. Achara. If you even back here, just give me 1 second. Got the number, I think 318. 2318 was the number which I didn't put back there. Yeah, 2318. Let me also put that for Bhratra. You should put 2318. Okay. So no 1452, 53. Okay. We can just copy this and put it down. Okay. Okay. So Maya, again, the same thing. Is not in that list. Okay, Maya. And then should be Twam, right?
Right.
Okay.
This one I had a hard time with this because of the
Okay. That makes me, so now we have to, what Nijanta Dhatu? Nijanta Dhatu, Dhatoho Rupam Kim, what will be the form? So Dvish will become Dveshayati, right? Dveshi. Because you just have to do the Puganta Lagupasti Gunaha. So if you just put the Dvish with the Hetumati Nich, so if you use 3126 as usual, Puganta Lagupasti becomes Dveshi. So the way that should be straightforward, Dveshi. So we only use the 7386. Okay. So Twam, now you want to get the lat lakaraha pratham ekvachan rupam, right? So dveshayati, right? Let's try that. Dveshayati, dveshayati, dvesha. What's happening here? Dvesha. Okay, dveshayati. Okay, dveshayati. Is that acceptable to you? What do you think about that one? Now we also should check the 1386,
86, 88.
Let's go there, see if we can find anything there. I don't think it is there in the list.
I didn't think even this one didn't work.
So Buddha, Yudha, Nasha, Jana, no. And Nigarana, Chalana also no. Anava Karmakar also no. No. Then what will be the second form then? Dveshayati athva Dveshayate.
Dveshayate, right?
Dvesha should be secondary form. Dveshayate. Dveshayate. Dvesha, because we default back to the Nichascha. So tava acharaha athva acharanam maya tvam dveshayate. It's almost like in English like a passive, Your conduct makes you to be hated by me. In English. tavacharah athva acharah maya swam dveshati athva dveshayate. Okay, good. Let's see what's the next one here now. What makes you despondent? Quick one, Karthik. So Arjuna Vishada Yoga, right? So you are despondent. What is
Tvam vishidati, tvam vishidasi.
Vishidasi. Simple thing. You are despondent. So Vishidasi. Vishidasi. Of course, this sutram again. For this one, you have to. Let's do a couple of little grammar topics here. So first of all, how does sad become seed? Quickly, Karthik.
It's that long sutram. Yeah.
Pa, gra, dma. That is the one. Sad seed. It is in at least 7th is shiti pare. So yatha sankham anudesha samana. So pa, gra, dma. Sthamnadan. Drishyarti sarti shadasadam piba jigra dhama tishta mana yacha pashyaricha dhaushya sidaha. The very last one, sadam. The sadam is our last dhatu. Sad becomes sida. Okay, so one more time. Pagradma sthamnadan drishyarti sarti shadasadam piba jigra dhama tishta mana yacha pashyaricha dhaushya sidaha. Next question, how do we get the murdhanya adesha? Because very quickly we can use adesha pratyayoho, but there is a nisheda sutram for that. Sat padadyoho. Sat padadyoho. If a padadi sakaraha, it will not take the murdhanya adesha. Even before that, we have to make sure that this the dhatu pasha. We do have Murdhanya Shaka and Dhatu Patha. Let's do that first. We look at Dhatu, study in Dhatu Patha. I think it's Shadlur. Shadlur is a Dhatu. We look at it is a Shopadesh, what they call a Shopadesha Dhatu. Shopadesha Dhatu. Means Shakara Upadesha Yasya Saha. One which has the Murdhanya Shakara in the Upadesha with Dhatu Patha. So we take Dhatu Sad. So sad is shadlur, dhatu shadlur. Shadlur visharana gatya vasadaneshu. This is the one. That's number one. So we have to make it so shadlur is dhatu patha. We put in a document maybe quickly. We need that because otherwise we have to use then the dhatu adeshastaha. And then only we can use this. Think of using 8359. Okay. So let me put maybe back here, put here. Dhatu Patha, Dhatu is Shadlur. Okay. And then we use Dhatu Adesh Shastraha. What number is that, Karthik? 6164. Dhatu Adesh Shastraha. And no naha. So any dhatu in dhatu pasha, which are the adi murdhanya shakaraha, murdhanya nakaraha, it simply is standing for a dantya sakara or dantya nakaraha. The reason why Panini does this is that he wants these to be tagged, wants these to be marked, so that when the nimitte sati, when nimittam comes, murdhanya adeshas yatha syat. We'll take the murdhanya adesha. Nimittam comes in there. So dhatu adeshastaha. Because remember, 8359 says adesha pratyayoho. Adesha nasti chet shattam na samvavati. So you have to make an adesha. So 6164 dhatu adeshastaha. Okay, so that we have used that. Okay, but the point I'm trying to make is that here we have a nishedha because of the sutram. So 8359 would have worked nicely for us. So everything is satisfied because we have the ikaraha, which is of course in the in pratyahara. But below that comes nishedha, which says that sat padadyoho. See, anuvritti of na comes down here. So sat padadyo is 83111. So padadi sakaraha, or if the pratyaya sat is there, like agni sat karoti in Gita bhasma sat. Of course, bhasmata there is no nimittam there, but this pratyaya is tadita pratyaya sat atva padadi. Tarhi shattam na bhavati. Now we have to find some other rule where Panini specifically will tell you. But for these dhatus, you can still do the Mudanyadeshaha. We have to find some sutram here. How about this one? Here it is. Sadira pratehe. Here. Upasarga sunoti suvati syati stauti stobhati stha senaya sedha sitcha sinja swanjam. Upasargat. Because specifically Panini says upasarga is there for these dhatus. Of course, you still need that. You can make the Mudanyadeshaha. Sadira pratehe. Sadira pratehe means dhatu sad. Apratehe. So not prati. Any other upasarga except prati. So you can make the Mudanyadeshaha. So sadira pratehe. If you want, can quickly go to that one for 1 second. 8366. Let's go to 8366. So always go through these steps. First, you make sure it's an adesh or pratyaya. Second thing, in koho. You need that. Third thing is that is it padadi? In that case, you start by stat padadi. Then you need a vishesha vidhanam. You need that. Let's look at this sutram. So sadehe sakarasya upasargasthat nimittat apratehe uttarasya murdhanyadesham nishidati. Here we have vishidati, right here, vishidati. So please remember these steps. 8359, 83111, stat padadyo. Tat paschat vishesha vidhanam vidhanasya anveshanam kartavyam. Let me look for. So okay, let's put these numbers quickly here. Okay, so vishidasi. So we will put the 8359 adesha pratyayoh 8359 tat paschat sat padadyo iti nishedha tat paschat sadira pratehe iti vishesha vidhanam. Okay, let's finish this one off now. Let's see what we have. So vishida sees ani avastha. What makes you despondent? First of all, akarmaka. Akarmaka, and your chittavat karta also is karta is there. So we can use the gati buddhi pratyavasanartha shabda karma karmakanam. So akarmaka. So 1452, 232, karmani ditiya, and then you can use anava karmaka chittavat kartakat. Repeat the sutra in your mind as many times as you can. Please, the one thing you should do in Vyakaranam, repeat Panini's sutras. Because that he is the Acharya of Vyakaranam. That's the seva of Panini. If you do the real seva of Panini, he will give you the most knowledge. Anyway, so everything is covered now. So we will finish up. What's the final form, Karthik? So Kim.
Kim
Tvam.
Tvam
Atu Sad. Sad will not become seed now. So because you have to add the nish pratyaya, it's only shiti pare. So you have to atopadhaya.
Sad.
Right?
Yeah.
So vishadayati. How about that?
Yeah, vishadayati.
Is that straightforward? So vishadayati. So let's see. So kim tvam vishadayati. Kim tvam vishadayati. Kim tvam vishadayati. I think it should be okay. Okay, so let's finish out the last one. So kim tvam vishadayati. Okay, let's put the numbers. So this thing is the last example coming up. So the last practice chance for you. 1452, 232. Vishadayati will be 1388. All right. Last one, Karthik. Let's see what we have. The prosperity of the country. Deshasya sampattihi shrihi. How about that?
Okay.
Deshasya shrihi should make you take heart. I think he has given Vishwas, I think, or Ashwas. Like Ashvasayamasa. Let's take Ashwas. What's the Aniyavastha?
You should take.
You should take heart. Yes. Now, what's the form?
You should. Lot lakara.
So lot, no, vidiling.
Vidhiling.
Sati sutram. Art, could, would, may, should, stu, ling vaktavyaha. So you got now. How do you want it? Dhatu shwas. Adadi gane patitaha. So shap luk syat. Okay. In fact, you want to take the shortcut, and if you want to a little bit cheat on this last example, quickly look up dhatu vritti. So dhatu shwas. So dhatu shwas pranane. Shwasa pranane. 476. 476 page. So we'll take a shortcut. We'll also go through the rules. Okay. Okay. What number is it? 47. Yes, Shwasa Pranane. Shwasiti, then Shwasanti, Shwasishi, just lit.
Shvaseyam.
Vidiling, Shwasetam, Shwasish. Oh, interesting. Okay. Interesting. What do you think the form is? You take heart. So you should take heart.
You, okay, sure.
Look at the dhatu vritti. You have the answer in front of you, page 476.
Shvaset, shvasetam, shvasehe.
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 But wait a minute. What happened to the shapluk? What happened there?
Has it not happened first?
Yes, special rule. Let's look at 7, 3, 80, 98, 99. 7, 3, 98, 99. Let's see. Udashcha panchabhyaha. And ad garya galavayoho. Ad garya galavayoho. So because he has given the lung form to the ling form, he says, Atra ganakaryasya anityatva jnapanat shapo lukna bhavati. Look at that. It says, Atra ganakaryasya anityatva jnapanat. I think we just opened a can of worms over here now, the last 5 minutes of the class. Atra ganakaryasya anityatvat, anityatva jnapanat shapo lukna bhavati. Anityatvam cha क्षमूषो घटादिपाठात् घटादयश्चितः इति इत्येव शित्वे सिद्धे पुनः शित्करणात् ज्ञायते एवं च विश्वसेत् अविश्वस्ते विश्वस्ते नाति is the Vidura-niti in Mahabharatam. In the Mahabharatam there is a form Vishwased. Vishwased. Na Vishwased. Also in the I think Meghadutaha. Ityādi prayogaha upapadyante. Okay, let's talk about it for a second. What's happening here is that Madhava is saying is that ganakaryasya anityatva jnapanat. Ganakaryam anityam. Ganakaryam, the shapluk may not be done. How do we know that? A couple of ways to think about it. First thing is that if you look at the Tanadigana, in Tanadigana, if you take your short Kartari Shap, right? Below that you have Tanadi Krim Biha Uho. Krim Biha Uho. Correct? So why does Panini have to say Krim Biha? Because already Krim Dhatu is Tanadigana. Right? So he is standard. This is one of the Nyapakas that they say, that Gana Karyam Anityam. All his Ganakaryam is Anityam. So sometimes, in fact, if this is the Vidasha Navaratri we had in chapter 8 in the Rakta Bija Vadaha, you have this form Ahanat. Sarva Eva Ahanat. Ahanat. How do you get the form Ahanat? From where? But shapluk should take place, should become ahan. But the shapluk is anityam. It does justify this form like ahanat and vishvaset is ganakaryam anityam. Ganakaryam anityam. So in this form, this particular form, shwas dhatu, in the vidhiling, this is the shishta prayoga. Shishta prayoga is the pramanam for us now. According to Pani Vyakaranam, we shouldn't have this kind of form. But ganakaryam anityam. In fact, this is one way to do it. It's 3179. And the other one is saying is that anityatam dhatu kshamu shaha gatadit pathat gatadeyah shitaha ityave shitve siddhe punashit karanat nyayate. Is that the dhatu kshamu is there? Dhatu ksham, if you look at dhatu pathaha. I'm sorry, we didn't plan to go in this much detail, but anyway, it's a good little exercise for us. Let's say this dhatu ksham. Ksham. If you look at it, dhatu is kshamush. Dhatu kshamush. Okay. Now this mudanya sh has been put as an it by Panini for some reason. Kshamush. What is Madhava saying? Is that kshamusha ghatadi pathat. It's all in the ghatadis. Ghatadi also there is a Gana Sutram. It says ghatadiha shitaha. Within that mita also shita also is there. So she already should be a mudanya sh as an it. Ityava shitve siddhe. Shittam should be siddham from the ghatadi pathat. Punaha shit karanat nyayate. Then why does it have to put this again? For this gana karyam anityam. That whatever is the gana, that is anityam. Nyayate. So anyway, so let's keep it simple for the class right now. We almost end the class. So we can just put it like this for the time being. Let's do this. Let's go here and let us say, okay, what are the examples? I forgot the example. So you should take heart. You should take heart. So the aniyavastha will be simply ashvasehe. Ashvasehe. How's that, Karthik? Okay to you? Ashvasehe.
Ashvasehe. Yeah. Ashvasehe.
Ashvasehe. And we'll just say from Shishta Prayoga. So Ganakajam Anityam. Ganakajam Anityam. Kajam Anityam. Anityam. See Dhatu Vritti. See Dhatu Vritti. Let's put it like that. Dhatu Vritti. Okay. Ashvasehe. Now when you bring in the, so this is clearly akarmaka again, so very easy. 1452, 138, and you have clearly chittavat karta is there, so 1388. Now the hetuhu is deshasya shrihi. Deshasya shrihi tvam. Right? Now the dhatu becomes shwasi. Shwasi, right? Ashwasayama.
Ashwasi.
Then ashwasayet. How about that?
Ashwasayet.
Ashwasayet, right? Should be okay.
Yeah.
Ashwasayet. So finish it off. So that ends this lesson and the exercise. If you can give me 5 minutes, I'm going to do a quick review of next lesson for some homework. Okay, so give me only 5 minutes. So deshasya shrihi tvam ashwa yet. Of course, shwasi just atopadhayaha, nothing special. And the tvam, we use our usual combination. You hear for the last time now, 1452, 232. And also here, we have to use 1388. So, deshasya shrihi tvam ashwasayet. Okay, let's save this one. Now, next lesson, saranda prayogaha. I'm just going to give you the sections which you want to focus on. Okay, saranda prayogaha. The first thing is that, again, we don't have time to put in the document, but I just mentioned it verbally for you. If you want, you can write it down. And so, first thing, start with 317. 317. Then what meaning can stanpatya? Dhatoho karmanaha samana krityakad ichchayam. For example, gantum bhoktum ichchati, patitum ichchati, pipatishati, kartum ichchati, chikirishati. Dhatu ish should be there, and this other dhatu should be like a karma of that dhatu ish. So also samana karta. Samana karta. The same person who is desiring should be doing the same action. So I desire to study myself. Pipatishami. So 317. 317 is one thing you want to look at. Remember this dhatu in the pratyaya san, it is not a anunasika. So it is going to be sakara, akara sita sakaraha. Saswaraha is along with the entire sa with the akaraha is the pratyaha, only halantyam. Okay? So 317. Now it is the pratyaya which has the sanya of ardha dhatuka sanya it has. One thing which Sananta Prayoga brings is the sanyangoho. Sanyangoho is going to come, which is 619, sanyangoho abhyasa. One thing about sanyangoho is that it's going to be the abhyasa of the entire dhatu with the sun, not sani parataha. Unlike liti, sanyangoho is a shashti. We see on detail next time. But look at 619 and see how it was. So when you form the dhatu, let's say, we say pati sa when you have, that entire pati sa is subject to the thumb, not only the pat when stani parataha. So this the sun is included in the dvittam. So that's one thing. Because why is it important? Most of the time it will not matter. Because why it will not matter? Because of ekacho dve prathamasya. Only prathama ekacha bhaga only you have to take. But ajader dvitiyasya. If you dhatu like in gatau, in will become isa. That isa will take abhyasaha. Now the abhyasa will come to the sa, not to the e. It's ajadi. It has dvitiya ach also is there. So then in those cases it will make a difference. Anyway, look at 619. That's the second stop. The third stop is that in Patya San, of course, it doesn't have a kitnit, anything like that. But remember in 1-2 section, we talked about a place where Pandini talks about what is kit, what is nit. So here he says about the Ruda, Vida, Musha, Grahi, Sapi, Sanshcha. Look at this one, and Ekojal and Halantacha. Look at these couple of rules, okay? Look at this 1, 2, 8. I'm sorry, I know we're out of time, but give me 2 more minutes. And this is all homework. We're going to do it all in detail next time. So look at this. Anuvritti of the sun goes from 8 to 10. Look at 1 to 8 to 1 to 10. 1 to 8 to 1 to 10. It's also important because that's going to make it into a pratyaya, kit pratyaya. It'll stop any guna, etc. Okay? So pratyaya sun. Looked at 317. Looked at 619. Looked at 1 to 8 to 1 to 10. Okay? Now, abhyasa karyam. One special rule. Gives one sanyataha. Sanyataha, important rule. I think, of course, they come in 7.4. I think 7.479, sani, ataha. So if the abhyasa, if you have an akaraha, then it become ikaraha. So it becomes pipasuhu, right? And jijñasuhu, like that. In fact, in the abhyasa of sun, you can only have the ikar ukaraha. We'll see in detail next time. That's the homework for you. Prove that in the abhyasa, when the sun pratyaya is there, you can only have the ikaraha or the ukaraha. Like mumukshuhu, pipasuhu. Okay, from sanyataha. So that's 17479. Now comes the hard part. Now comes the hard part. Idagamaha. Because this is Valadi Pratyaya, Valadi, so we should start from 7 to 35. Ardhatukusya id Valadehe. Ardhatukusya id Valadehe. But there are special rules, okay? I'm going to give you homework now. This one, 7 to 12, does it nishedaha? For what? For graha, guha. And if it is ukaha, shukaha, this uk, any uk ending dhatus, okay, which are important because uk is what? Ayun ruk, so uru, uk. So 7 to 12. The rest of it is for homework for next time. Please go through the remaining part of, and this is the hard part of Sanantara, because there are a number of rules, unfortunately. From this 7 to 736, up to 7275. Please go through this section and see which ones you can bring out. Then we start the class next time with this, okay? We'll from 36 to 75. So for homework, scan 7 to 36 to 75. You have to keep that list ready. Afterwards, it's going to be like easier, because the idagamaha is going to be important because that's going to tie into 1 to 8, 1 to 10, okay? Whether the idagama is there or not, it's going to be important because jaladi is mentioned here. So you have to start with that, okay? So this is the hard part. This 7 to 36 to 75, we start next time in the class, okay? And it's just a short overview for you for homework for next time. Ramo Raja Manistada Vijayate Ramam Ramesham Bhaje Ramena Vyata Nishachara Shamu Ramaya Tasmai Namaha Rama Nasti Parayanam Parataram Ramaschadasosmyaham Rame Chittalestada Bhautame Bho Rama Mamuddhara Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane Shri Rama Nama Varanana Om Namahiti. Recording is fine.